Good afternoon, Lions and guests. Past District Governor Steve, could you please lead us in our invocation?
Thank you, Lord, for allowing us to gather here today as Lions and friends. We pray your blessing on those that cannot be with us. A special blessing for Steve Johnston and 2nd VP and Camarda as they struggle with illness. Also, we pray your special blessing on the food we eat today, that it will strengthen our bodies and strengthen our love for you and for each other. Amen. Amen.
Thank you. And Lion Mary, will you lead us in the pledge?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. And Lion David, would you please lead us in song?
My country, 'tis the big, sweet land of liberty, of thee I sing. Land where my fathers died, land of thy pilgrims' pride, from every mountainside, let freedom ring.
Thank you. Lion Tamers, do we have any guests?
President Sharon, Lions and guests, yes, we have 2 guests today. Tom Gunn at the head table will be our guest, and our speaker will be introduced a little bit later. Also, Cindy Sessions has a guest. Cindy?
President Sharon, fellow Lions and guests, I have my friend Kitty with me today. Those of you that don't know, she's the one that taught me all I know about canning and gardening.
Yay! Okay, and Lion Penny Sunshine?
There's a card back here for Don Donaldson. Oh, President Sharon, fellow Lions and guests. Thank you, Marilyn and Mary. There's a card back here for Don Donaldson, and I'm going to let Greg Firth tell you what's going on with him. And I need to find out if anybody has talked to George Rader. I have tried once. Okay, you have? So you have an update on George? So can I let you do that after he's done? Thank you.
President Sharon, fellow Lions guests, I had a long chit chat with Don Donaldson the day before yesterday. Don turned 95 last month, and he's really slowed down. His health is real bad. He doesn't get out very much at all. And he wanted me to let everybody know that he thinks about us. I don't know how much, but he thinks about it.
Or what he thinks about? Okay, Lion Larry. George.
Madam President, all Lion guests, I didn't really physically talk to him, but we did by email have a conversation. And he's going to see the doctor again, heart surgeon for tomorrow, and he's expecting another round of surgery to come from that. So that's what we know about George at the moment.
Thank you. Excuse me. Lion Mary, do you guys want to go ahead and get started with Happy Bucks?
Well, of course we do. Past President Pat Palmer.
President Sharon, fellow Lions and guests, a wonderfully successful trip down to Las Vegas and with good friends, and the way I've been saying is that it's kind of nice to donate to a for-profit business sometimes. And Oh, just enough. But you know what it does? It guarantees me another free trip down there next year. So that's the good thing. And the last 4 happy bucks are for those wonderful Seahawks. 1 each for Kenneth Walker or Sam Darnold. Let's give that punter, the punter Dixon, and then our wonderful field goal kicker, Jason Myers.
They never
What a game.
said his name.
What's that?
They never said his name. They never thanked him. The Myers never talked.
You know, that Chris
They ignored him.
Collingsworth doesn't like any Seahawks.
Cooper Cup, and our alumni. Cooper Cup.
President Cheryl, Carol Lyons, I guess. I have a few dollars here. All right, one is a big frustration. I've had some big life changes in the last 7 months. Some have been really great, some are really not. So, I've been under a lot of stress lately, and I've reached out to a couple of close friends that I'm grateful for. And through me babbling around all of these this is the funny part, the smart technologies, because I'm not getting a lot of answers. Those smart technologies, phones, TVs, stuff like this, and I've been stressing and calling all these agencies and friends. There was this one commercial that just happens, I'm at my wit's end. A commercial comes across, memory care facility. And I did. And I'm going to pick up paperwork today. And this is a good thing. This is a really good thing. So thanks for putting up with me. I've not been myself lately, but I am looking forward to change. Oh, and one happy dollar, because Roxanne is still upset she can't be today, but she has a cute little toddler friend she's taking care of, and I'm really jealous.
Who? Oh, him. Past District Governor Steve Patterson.
Thank you, thank you. 2 happy dollars today. First of all, President Sharon, Lyons and guests. Indeed, a wonderful Seahawks victory for the dark side defense. That's kind of an interesting name, but hey, when you win, you win. And this is a bragging dollar. Our 12-year-old grandson will be heading to Texas for a baseball tournament. He's a catcher and was invited to join an all-star team that will be playing down there. So Mom and Dad and grandparents are pretty excited about that. All right.
Are you going to go along?
In other words, I'll miss some meetings.
Okay, past president, study session. President Sharon, fellow Lions and guests, I have some happy dollars. 1, Seahawks win. Yes, that means I won money. Yes, twice. Yeah, I won money. Also, today's our middle daughter Samantha's birthday, and I'm just happy to be here with my friend Kitty, and just happy that it's sunny outside. Oh yeah, sunny and cold. Welcome to the show. And it was good. Past District Supervisor Mark Filch. I can't say it any slower.
For those of you who didn't hear Past President John Claypool, he said it rhymes with Belch. And that's something my father used to tell people how to pronounce the name. So it's something I've heard many, many times. The primary purpose of my $5 today is kind of a little bit longer than normal for a happy dollar, but it reminded me of a Douglas Adams quote. So think about this as opposed to what I'm about to say. I may not have gone where I intended to go, but I think I've ended up where I needed to be. And that kind of described our trip to Colorado. We took a 4-day quick trip last week for Ellen to see her brother, who's a retired pastor, struggling with Alzheimer's, and he's fading quite a bit. We were told when we got there we'd probably only see him for about an hour, and he may not even respond. While waiting at the airport Wednesday morning to fly out, got a text from Wendy, his wife, and said he had a bad fall. She was going over to check it out. They think he might have broke his hip. As they're telling us to turn off our phones on the plane, she got another text saying he did break his hip. He is at the hospital. So when we got to Colorado, we contacted Wendy, and she said, you might as well come to the hospital. That's where I'm going to be. So we spent most of our time at the hospital while we were in Colorado. The positive part of that is we were there for Wendy and give her support. She would have been, even though she has children in the area, she wouldn't have had anybody even sit with in the room. So we were able to give her support for that. On Wednesday, after we were at the hospital after he broke his hip, and then Thursday, before surgery and after surgery, he didn't really respond much at all. He was just kind of staring off in space, occasionally responding a little bit to Wendy, but not much. On Friday morning, we went into the room. They had him sitting in a chair. Wendy had gotten there just a few minutes before us, but when Ellen and I walked in, he just lit up, gave his sister a hug, shook my hand. Didn't call us Ellen or Mark, but he did say, you guys came from a long way. Why are you here? Had to explain to him that he was in the hospital and everything. But it was wonderful thinking we weren't going to have much time with John at all to be cognizant, and we had several very lucid moments on Friday and again Saturday morning before that. So that was really nice. It was a little sad because on the way home, we were about an hour out of Portland, and Ellen tells me, I think I'm going to be sick. She didn't get sick on the plane, but it took us almost 2 hours to go from getting off the plane to getting to our car in the parking lot because she had to visit pretty much every bathroom on the way out. And what's not real healthy on Sunday either. Sad dollar, jumping to Al Hunt. I think many of us know that past Councilman Al was a good friend of this club. He's been a friend of mine for close to 20 years now. His daughter, Kristen, died Thursday, one day after entering hospice. She has been battling ovarian cancer for about a year and a half or 2 years. So. On that sad note, I would like to have a happy thought because it's good to see Tom Gunn. Long-time community involvement that we've crossed paths a lot. We're very appreciative to see you today. Quote of the week from Elizabeth Andrew. Volunteers do not necessarily have the time, they just have the heart.
Yeah.
President Sharon, fellow Lions guests, I have a happy and sad dollar. Of course, the happy dollar is for the Seahawks. What an awesome performance they did on Sunday. That was great. The sad dollar, another national news issue, is a prayer out for the Guthrie family for hopefully they find Nancy Guthrie. Thank you.
Hi, past President John Claypool.
President Sharon, fellow Lions and guests, my first happy dollar was that I was going to share some good memories with you folks, but I forgot what they were.
Nice facility in Colorado. Here's the bad one.
Thank you, Mark. The other happy dollar is that there was an alternative to the Hump Up show in the middle of the Super Bowl game or whatever it was.
Lion John.
President Sharon, fellow Lions and guests, I've got a little update on Lions Island Christmas lights. The Park and Rec director finally called me back. Did find out there is money in the coffers, and it's $72,000 for Lions Christmas lights.
Oh, wow.
And then he also told me about what I'd have to do. I have to present to the Parks and Recs a presentation. They have to pass it. And then they go to City Council, and then they would have to pass it.
Eric, everybody's looking
I'm
at Mayor.
I'm not computer literate, but I have.
Eric can't do this.
It's about 3 steps.
make a little presentation, and I can do all the presentation, and I'll invite anybody who wants to come, but, I got some ideas. Like with the help of Katie, because I can't do computer stuff from here to there.
When is the presentation? Do you know yet?
Well, once I get.
Once you, okay.
And then, city council meets on the 15th or something like that?
When's your meeting? We're meeting on Thursday and then 2 weeks on Thursday.
Yeah, but I gotta do Parks and Rec first, because they have to prove it. And then I go to the city. So, and don't plan on spending all 72,000, but, 5,000-6,000, and it'll enhance the island a lot. You'll like it. So you can look up pixel lights as opposed to LEDs, because pixels move a lot better and different colors and all of that.
Don't you know anything about the government? You take the pricing stuff? All right, that's what you present, and you probably didn't get it, but at least it's more than what you were thinking about. Triple, I'm sorry.
We need our cut.
Okay, well, I'm supposed to just correctly, you triple it, then they negotiate. Lion, Eric. Oh, okay, see, okay, moving right on. Oh, you, past council chair?
Hey.
President Sharon Fell Lines, I guess, happy $5. So who here's still got their Seahawks shirt? There's 2 of us. Oh my goodness. So part of my happy dollar is I'm really sad for my friends in Denver that I talked to yesterday. They said, wasn't it the most boring game? And I'm going, no, not boring. Oh, I thought you'd say that. And I said, just so you know, we could have played you and beat you worse, and he didn't like that one. Whoa, because last time when we beat Denver, that was a big one. Other happy dollar is, well, actually, it's kind of sad for Sula's announcement last week. That was very, very sad. But hopefully we'll have somebody else from there that will come join our club. Also, I'm happy that my IT assistant is the mayor. Isn't that funny?
It is funny.
Yeah, it is funny. It is, if you know these 2 guys like I do, it's really funny both of them were mayor. What? And finally, the last happy dollar is I got to watch my brother on Facebook in Las Vegas.
In Las Vegas.
Oh, yes, Lance Spencer.
Thank you, President Sharon, fellow Lions and guests. First dollar, that's so Eric doesn't get to talk. Second dollar.
So Eric doesn't get to talk.
So Eric doesn't get to talk. Third dollar, I am sad to hear about Sula, but there's going to be an opening over there. I think I'm going to apply for it. I don't know. I'm just saying. The sun is, I know. The sun is out. What? She is,
Canterbury.
Yeah, Community Relations Director for Canterbury. Yeah. So, figure I'd give it a shot. The other, I'm just happy to be here today. It's Tuesday. Yeah. It's sunny. It was sunny in Portland, but raining here yesterday. I ran down to Portland. I brought the sun back with me. You can thank me by donating to Lions Island Lights. So, thank you.
Next. Oh, I believe he's a past president. He just never told me. Greg Firth.
President Sheriff, fellow Lions guests, got a few bucks today. First one, I'm glad to see our buddy Tom up as our speaker today. Second dollar is of course, for the Seahawks, and I do like the dark side. And then the last dollar, I'm not sure if I really like this one or not. Today's my birthday, I'm 39.
Another one for the wife.
For the 41st time.
Oh.
So we might as well do this now. Are you ready?
It's John Searing.
Oh, I didn't notice he was missing.
He's missing.
Hi, John.
What's Rick on the phone for?
John Searing.
Put him on speakerphone.
Keep talking.
Hey, John.
It's on the bottom.
You're talking.
Hi from North Carolina.
Hi, John. Morning. And when are you going to be back?
Everybody can hear you. Sure. Whenever my wife lets me back home.
You what?
In North Carolina?
Did you buy?
Probably not till February or into February.
Did you buy another drum set?
I've been looking at Harley's. Anyway.
Are you going to ride one back?
No, I haven't shipped back. I'm done with the driving coast to coast. Anyway, I called Cleveland. He answered his phone, so you gotta find him $1.
Thank you. We'll be right over there.
All right, I'll talk to you guys later.
Have a good trip.
Bye, Johnny. Bye-bye.
And President Sharon. Oh,
Go ahead.
yeah. Then our friends. No, no, the past district governor, Marilyn Patterson.
Did you get that dollar?
Yeah.
President Sharon, fellow Lions and guests, I have a happy dollar here. I look out into this group of people and I see a lot of new Lions that I'm so glad you're here for. I also see a couple of Lions that haven't been here in a while, and so it's great to see you also. The other happy dollar, go ahead and clap for that. The other happy dollar, okay. On Sunday, unexpectedly, Steve and I usually watch the Super Bowl by ourselves. We don't get all hoopla party and all of that. But as it turned out, we did go to church Sunday morning, we had time for that. And then I had been notified by our younger son and their family, they were heading up from Oregon. So they said they would manage to get there in time for lunch. So we had lunch for them. It was a food preparation all day long. And then they left to go home, to get home in time for the Super Bowl. And our other son and his family arrived at about 2:30 or so with the intentions of watching the Super Bowl with us. So it turned out to be a very wonderful day with lots of family and activity. Oh yes, then another meal to worry about, right? It was a great day.
And President Sharon.
Thank you. Fellow Lions and guests, I have a happy $5. 4 of it is for I am a new grandma. I had a granddaughter born on Friday evening at 10:05 p.m. She weighed 6 pounds, 12 ounces, and 19 inches long, and her name is Ramona Renee. So I'm a proud grandma. And the other $1 is Yay Seahawks. So, all right, so we are going to continue on, and I am going to pass this over to Past District Governor Marilyn, and she's going to introduce our guests.
Now I can see everyone, yay! President Sharon, fellow Lions and guests, it is a great pleasure for me to introduce Tom Gunn, because Tom has been a friend of mine for a very long time. And as I read his bio, you'll kind of get the picture of that. But we're going to talk about Tom when his beginning here in this area. Tom graduated 1975, you're younger than me, from Wahkiakum High School.
Baby.
And he graduated from Lower Columbia College after that and continued on to graduate of Western Washington University with a Bachelor of Science degree in Communications and Graphic Design. And if you didn't know, he is the proud owner of ProGraphics. ReproGraphics. I always get that mixed up. ReproGraphics. Just on the other corner, not too far from us.
They don't exist.
Yeah. So Tom is married, his wife Beth. They married in 1981, and after meeting her on a blind date, they married. They have 2 sons, 1 daughter, and 6 grandkids. Tom started his family-owned business, as I mentioned, Reprographics, printing in 1984. He joined Longview Early Edition, now get ready for this, Tom, Rotary Club in 1992, 33 years ago. And I want to bring up the fact that with my personal friendship, I sang in choir with Tom, and he has played for me, accompanied my solo work several times over the past few years. And I mention this due to the fact that when he became president of the Early Rotary Club, Early Edition, Tom asked me if I would sing their opening song, which is the national anthem. And that was a great honor for me to sing for the Rotary Club, and I had to sing it a cappella, right? Okay. So I was really honored to be asked. Tom's activities include watching grandkids grow up. Well, many of us know about that. Playing keyboard in praise band and singing in the church choir at Calvary Community Church. He also enjoys restoring vintage cars and going to car shows, landscape photography, and fishing. And some key points about Tom connected with this club is that he has served for several years in the community as co-chairs for Wakandak along with Greg Firth and Mark Kelsch. So we no longer are doing Wakandak, but we did several years together, and so we're proud to be partners with you. My personal friendship, as I mentioned, was singing, so we belonged to Calvary Community Church for several years, and so our connections go way back. Let's see, what else have I got here? I think that's all, except I want to mention this. Tom plays an awesome piano. If I were your manager, I would have you recording your music because it is that good and enjoyable. So, Lions, please welcome Tom Gunn. He's going to share with us a program about the Kids Fish In event that we participate in.
We often sort of joke with one another, Greg and Mark, about the blue and yellow. It's just, you know, if you guys wear it, the reverse opposite of what the Rotary Club does. But you know, we're still serving this community as one. It doesn't matter what color we are, it doesn't matter what service organization that we're a part of. We're doing some things together that really are making a difference in this community. We're making it better by doing it together. And that's why I'm here today. I might be preaching a little bit to our choir, but you're already involved in the Kids Fish In. And I guess we're already starting here. I have a little slideshow that I'm doing to show what's happening down at the lake while you guys are up there cooking hot dogs. This really is emotional for me to be down there with these families and these kids who are fishing for the first time. They're with usually a parent, sometimes both parents. Sometimes there's mothers there that don't know anything about fishing, and sometimes there's fathers there that don't know anything about fishing. And so we're there assisting them down on the dock. Once they're done catching their limit of up to two fish, they bring it up. Oh, that's the shot right there. So that's why we do it. We're bringing these kids together with their families, and we're getting them out from the basement or the living room in front of a TV, and getting them into some fresh air, spending time with the mom and dad or brother and sister or the entire family. This event, I've been told, started about 25 years ago. And Parks and Rec, as you know, are the ones that facilitate it. They approached us about 7 years ago, our Rotary Club, about being the participating sponsor because they wanted us to write grants for the fishing rods that are given away. We spend about $12,000 a year in fishing rods. And we were able to, over the years, apply for a Fish and Wildlife grant that we applied for. I think it was about $6,000 to $7,000 a year. That grant went away last year because of state budget cuts, so we no longer have that. And we have decided to go out. We have a reserve amount of money that we're keeping aside to get us through the next few years, but we're out now trying to campaign for other service organizations to help us fund those fishing rods. The Parks and Rec charges $10 for these kids to fish. The $10 goes, I assume, to pay for those Parks and Rec folks that are working down there on Saturday and extra hours getting this lake ready to fish. And so anything that we give away is either funded by a grant, other service organizations, donations, and the goodie bags that we give away at the end of the fishing event, all donated items. There's 2,500 rainbow trout that are planted. Those are still, that's going to still continue through Fish and Wildlife. That part of their program is still going to continue. Along with those 2,500 fish are some exciting brooder fish that can be up to 7 pounds. You may have seen a couple of those in these slides. Those are exciting to see the little ones catch those big fish. They can keep the fish or they can donate the fish. Nothing goes to waste. If the fish is not something they want to take home and cook, by the way, we give them a cookbook to show them how to cook the fish. They can donate it. It'll go into an ice box, and then it goes over to Community House where it can be consumed. Nothing will go to waste. We have local, Bob's Merchandise helps us with bait, and we have some tackle that's provided by various organizations. The fishing rods should retail for. When I ordered rods for this year, it was $27 a piece. We're giving those away. Zebco has a family fishing program that we applied for, and we were able to get those fishing rods at 50% of retail. But still, it's costing us about $6,000 a year to be able to, even with that help, to be able to fund these fishing rods. And that's sort of why I'm here today, I know you guys you're already involved, very much involved in this event with providing the manpower to cook the hot dogs that are served at the end of this event. And I understand you also provide the buns and the bottled water as well. And I think Foster Farms is going to continue to donate the hot dogs. But we're asking you to consider another step, and that is to help us fund these fishing rods. And if you have as a contributing sponsor, and if you have extra manpower, man, we could use some help down on the docks. There's 9 sessions, 9 45-minute sessions of 50 kids coming down there with 1 or 2 parents to fish, and sometimes it gets busy and not enough help. So that's something else that I would want you to consider. We're hoping that this will continue, and we'll get even more support from the community when they see what's really going on down there, and that we're hopefully bringing families a little closer to one another as a family event that's unplugged. And I surely appreciate everything that you do, not only for this kids fishing event, but all of the things that you do throughout the community, and many things that you do that are not noticed. You need to probably let people know all of the things that you do. We have this problem in our Rotary Club too. We do it because we have a heart to serve, and sometimes we have to show what we're doing so that we can get other people energized and excited about why we're doing it. Any questions about the kids fishing, or anybody want to join Rotary? No. He always accuses me of doing that.
As soon as you join Lions.
I want to know, when I bought my ticket there, Steve told me that the way this works is that if I win, I've got to, it's split 3 ways. I get one, he gets one, and then the other one goes to the, is that the way that works?
It's close.
Yes, oh, yes.
Thank you, Henry. I was wondering, with losing that grant, how much money exactly extra and above do you need this year to?
We're good this year, but what we're trying to do is we're trying to start building a different funding source than relying on that grant program. So, and we had rods that were left over from last year. When it rains, sometimes we do not get the turnout, even though they have pre-registered, and so we've purchased, there's 450, we're expecting 450 kids. I'd like to do more, but we're restrained by how much bank area that we can get on the dock and off to the side. And we figured that we can't really get more than 50, it gets too crowded. One day, I don't know if you've heard, but the Longview Noon Rotary Club has got plans to rebuild that entire Martin's Dock area. It's possible that it's going to give us a little bit more space around the rock area, the grassy area, but I'm not sure. I've not seen the plans yet. But within a few years, that should be all replaced. I think it's going before the Longview Historic Preservation Committee, I think, for review. I think that's the next step.
It could die there. That's where things go to die.
Oh, we don't want it to die there. So we're trying to step up and be prepared to getting this money from the community.
Wait, Rick's on that one.
I've got the mic. You want to do it first? Or? Okay. Tom, would you share with us, because we have put together some donation, and Sharon's going to present you with a check today, because we did approve it from our board. But we approved $500, which would give us a sponsorship. Would you explain how that will honor us?
So what we're going to do is we're going to create, right now we're the participating sponsor designated by the Longview Parks and Rec Department. What we're going to do is underneath that, we're going to break that down into 3 level sponsors that we're going to call contributing sponsors: gold, bronze, or gold, silver, and bronze. 1,000 is gold, bronze would be, or silver would be $500, and then bronze would be $250. So that's what we're hoping to do, and your name will be on. They've already started promoting this. They started promoting this in January. We're already up to 154 advanced registrations. I've alerted Parks and Rec of what we're doing with the sponsorships, and we will be updating the website and all of the promotional material that they've started with the contributing sponsors as we bring them on. So they're aware of what I'm doing and prepared to update the promotion on it.
Tom, glad you're here. I'm going to give you all a story from 2007.
You remember that?
Yes, I can remember back that far. As you recall, in 2006, my son-in-law and I went to Ethiopia and adopted 2 children. One was about 5 or 6, and the other one was about 9. So we brought them down to the fish inn. I think it was in April then, and both of them looked up at me and said, "This is what I used to do with my dad." Yeah, in Ethiopia. And they fed their family by doing that, And Fishing always has a place in my heart.
You know, we think we're going to remember, oh, this is my biggest fish, and you know, when I think about the fishing trips that I had with my dad and my uncles and my cousins, I don't remember who caught the biggest fish. I don't remember even what the fish were. What I do remember, though, is the time we spent together doing it. And I think we need to have more of that. You know, we're looking at the wrong things. It's about the time we spend with each other.
What's the date on this?
So this year it will be, it's always the last Saturday in April. This year will be April 25th. Yes.
In the past, you've had, the last couple of years, we did the Friday night for special needs.
Yes, we're continuing to do that. We open up after the fish are in the water, and we have the containment net set. I think you saw a video of that, or a photo of that going on. And the rods are all assembled. That takes about 6 hours to assemble all those rods. We then invite special needs folks. We have contact with several organizations to bring them in, and they have an exclusive evening of fishing. No one else is there but them. And those first couple of shots at the beginning of this slide was some of those special needs folks fishing, and it's just a wonder. They're so excited. They've never fished before, and to catch a fish, they don't want to keep the fish, but they'll be donated. But what a fun experience that is, not just for them, but we love it too. It's just exciting. And we also have, for those kids that they find out, they go online to register for this fishing event, and they find out it costs $10. A lot of families don't have $10. And so we have a scholarship fund set up for that that's separate from our rod fund. And if someone says, I'd like to go and I just don't have the money to go, we pay for it.
Okay, I have two things. One, somebody would like your contact information for donations.
Oh, I should have put that on there, shouldn't I?
And then also just to share, our two youngest daughters went on this fishing. I mean, they were so proud of those fish. I mean, my husband indulged them, and we pan-fried that trout.
Yeah.
It was the best tasting trout they ever had.
Yeah.
Just gotta share that, you know, they were
Yeah.
so proudful.
So I should have had some pictures before that. Right after that net's put in the water, we have two big tank trucks come in with fish. They come from two different hatcheries, and it's really exciting to see them coming out and splashing around the water. And the big brooder trout, we actually have to pull them out by hand. They're so big that they could get injured. They can't fit down the chute that we have for them, so we have to actually net them inside the truck and carry them over to the lake edge, and then let them reacclimate to the lake water. Anything else?
I have one more question. For the special needs night, how would one register for that, and what time is it?
I think you can probably just do that through
the
Parks and Rec.
parks?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the Parks and Rec, part of their duty, which we did not want to assume, was promoting it and also signing up participants. We let them do all of that. So we're just there to help fish and help with the freebie things that we're giving away. Just as your club is there cooking hot dogs and providing some of those food products. Anything else? Thank you. And thank you again for all that you do in this community.
Just right here. If you can just stay here. Here you go. We would like to present this to you, a check for 500, right? Is that what you said?
Thank you.
So, and we also have one of our
Awesome.
handy
Awesome.
cups, beer mug, whatever you want to use it for. We appreciate you being here and all that you do for the children. Thank you.
All of us, or what? It's okay? Yep. Thank you. Send that to me, I'll post it, right? Could I have just a quick minute before you do that? Sure.
President Sharon, fellow Lions and guests, when Tom mentioned and Hal mentioned about fishing with their dad or their children, it brought back a memory, and I just would like to share it, and I'll pay a happy buck for it maybe next week. My dad didn't have a son, but he had a daughter who spent a lot of time with him. He was a rancher, orchardist, and so I spent a great deal of time following him around, helping him change ditches for trees, or pulling the sprinkler heads over to the next line, and then he'd hook them up. But when you said dad and fishing, my dad worked a lot of hours, you know. Farmers, they get up early in the morning and they go all day. They come home for meals, they come home for dinner, and then they get a little bit of evening time. He took me a couple of times to, it's called Lake Winnass, which is in Selah, Washington. And you could rent a little boat, a little fishing boat, and go out. So I learned how to dig for worms. I learned how to put the worms on a hook, and a lot of girls couldn't do that. And we went fishing one night. They had little silvers in that lake. Those silvers that night were so busy surfacing. I don't know, we caught our limits, whatever it was. And I have fond memories of that activity with my dad, fishing. Thank you.
Thank you. I think a lot of us, I know I too have very fond memories. Actually, it was deep sea fishing out of Long Beach, California. All right, we are going to continue on with our announcements. Rick?
Oh.
Oh.
A week from Thursday, we're going to have a
President
February
who?
the 19th, 6 o'clock, Sharon, fellow Lions and guests. Is that for just you?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, we're going to have a meeting at Ashtown Brewing, which is our monthly night meeting.
Isn't that the orientation also?
Yeah, this next meeting is going to be, the night meeting is going to be our new member orientation. So if you guys would like to go and support our new members and get to know them, that would be really good too. Greg, first?
President Sharon, fellow Lions and guests, before I make my announcement, I got a question for Steve Patterson. You mentioned your son was going down to Texas to play ball, or grandson rather. Did he play the same position you did? Shortstop?
Real funny.
I couldn't
back at him with the birthday crap.
Anyway, tomorrow evening is our monthly Sight and Hearing Foundation meeting. Any Lion is more than welcome to attend, see what we do and how we do it. 6:30 at Canterbury Park, upstairs on the second level. We don't have a lot of applications this month, but come see what we do. It's really something to see what these people live on that we're providing these glasses and hearing aids for.
Okay. Did anybody else have any announcements that they wanted to make? Okay. Our next board meeting is this Thursday, February 12th. And anyone is welcome, any member is welcome. And we just want to remind you that it's at a new location, and it's CJAC. And I forgot to write down the location, the actual address of CJAC, but I believe it's over on the Happy Kids. Yeah, where Happy Kids is. So.
What unit? Was it 2?
204, I believe, it's either 203 or 204. So, yeah, and there's an elevator, and so. All right, let's get out our tickets. Blue ticket. We have 438 019. 019. Bob or Penny, one of them. Okay, and your red ticket. We have 159 756. 756. Where would you like that to go? Where would you like that to go? To the fish-in? Can we do that? Can we do that? Donate to, okay.
We can do anything we want.
All righty.
Within reason.
Give it to Sandbag. 5 clubs.
All right, they got the 5 clubs, whichever one, I didn't see which one drew it. All right, Darlene or Jane?
President Sharon, fellow Lions and guests. First pick on desserts goes to Mike Parker. Again. Not enough.
It's the only way you do it.
And whatever's left over goes to Marlene.
Yay. All right, Lions, I hope everybody has a great week and enjoy the weather.